Okay, here's the story. So in the beginning of this game, as I explained in the previous video, there's a huge learning curve, and it's always difficult to learn what the 90's going on or what the heck's going on. So I took the time to maybe do some missions, maybe learn from other people that are higher ranks, and apparently I was within a mission in a squad with the 8-tailed beast for the Cloud Village. So the 8-tailed jinchuriki was part of a squad that I was in, and he basically taught me like the basics alongside other people, the Anbu members and so on and so forth. So when it comes to this game, the Cloud Village really did help me out to learn a lot. But then as we were doing some missions, suddenly the 9-tailed fox, like the 9-tailed jinchuriki, joined our Discord chat alongside the Hokage, and they were talking mad trash. They're like, boy, you're the 8-tailed beast, I'm the 9-tailed beast, I will beat you. And what ended up happening was the two of them decided to have a 1v1 fight. But then, as they were having a 1v1, the Hokage got into it, and I have footage of it. Now keep in mind, the 9-tailed jinchuriki is no longer than jinchuriki. He was executed or X'd by the Akatsuki, which means his tailed beast was extracted. So now he had his entire stats wiped, and he's part of the Cloud Village now instead of the Leaf. So now the Hokage, like the Leaf Village, and the Raikage's Cloud Village are both in a little bit of a scuffle where they don't like each other, but now the 9-tailed jinchuriki is part of the Cloud, so it's kind of a weird situation. I hope it gets resolved because I really don't like this situation. But let's go ahead and show you guys the footage and I'll narrate over it, telling you guys what exactly happened, what the heck is going on, because honestly it's very confusing if you don't know what's going on during this fight, and I'll explain to you everything that I can. I have footage of meeting Hanger, which is the 8-tailed beast, and like meeting the 9-tailed beast and everything like that. So I think what I'll do is I'll show you guys the 8-tailed beast and when I met him, did some missions with him, then I will show you guys the 9-tailed fight with the 8-tailed beast, and we'll see that in just a moment, guys. That guy right there, yeah, him, he is actually the 8-tailed jinchuriki. He's really strong actually, and I didn't really realize until when we were in our mission how strong he just was, because apparently with jinchurikis, however many tails they have is however many forms they can activate apparently. So he was able to activate up to like the 4th form for his jinchuriki, or 2nd form or something like that, according to the rules that the Shinobi Allied Alliance set. But now that the Alliance is kind of breaking, I guess it's not really going to apply in the future. But Hanger's a really cool guy. He actually stayed with us for about 2 to 3 hours, helped me get from 0 cash all the way to like 2,800 cash. And then I could rank up once from that, basically. So this dude was a really nice dude. He was really skilled, and he actually knew what he was doing, compared to a lot of us F ranks not knowing what the 90 we were doing or what the heck we were doing. But with this guy's help, we were able to do a lot of missions like Find the Flower. Now, Find the Flower is pretty difficult, but you need a teammate like Hanger to help you out, especially someone who's experienced like him, because he's been playing the game for a long time. Now, most of the people like myself have not been playing the game for that long, so it was pretty difficult for us to learn exactly what to do, how to jump on the walls like so, and how to do a lot of things that experienced players could do in their sleep, you know? So as time progressed, Hanger decided, you know what, I'm gonna try to help people out, try to help people level up, and he did exactly that for me, maybe Panda, and so on for a lot of people too. Now, the Akatsuki's probably going to start hunting jinchurikis again. So far, they've gotten one, I believe, and they roughly do it every single month. So I believe they're taking a month off to not hunt jinchurikis again, but they might be coming back in order to do it again. Now, there's a lot of Akatsuki members that have alternate accounts in the game, guys. So if you ever see someone with the name, I think his name is Sanji, and someone named Reggae, Reggae, in the player list, those are alternate accounts of the Akatsuki. I don't care if they target me at this point, because if they do, it's because they found out that I knew who they were, and now everybody's gonna know who they are, because I actually care about all the villagers. I just don't want anybody to die, because the Akatsuki is pretty powerful, and even with their alternate accounts, they have the specs or the items or the tools from their main account. So if someone were like, let's see, Toby, and they were in the Akatsuki, if they go to their alternate account, they can use the Toby moveset on the account that isn't even their main account. So it's very overpowered that they have that, but it makes sense to be honest, because it's Toby, of course. Now, Hanger decided, you know what, let's do this mission again and again and again. As you can tell, I didn't rank up whatsoever. I was still F-. Now, after this like scene and everything like that, after the 9-tailed fox fight with everything too, I became an F rank. And I'm hoping to become an F+ rank too, so I can get more points. So as you rank up in this game, you need money to do it. Then you go to your village and you do trainings. After you train, you should get a leather rank up after like maybe an hour or so of training. I did it in roughly like an hour or less, but it takes a while. Then after you rank up, you should be able to do a lot of things with your point. Your point, you get 1 point per rank up, which is pretty small, but it's actually worth it to save it up sometimes. Like my clan is a Yotsuki clan, so I was able to buy the move, what's it called, Laser Circus, as you saw in the previous video, and Laser Circus is pretty good. Apparently it does good damage. As I said before, I don't know how much damage it does. Maybe I'll test it out in the near future, have someone damage me with it, someone's the same rank, and we'll see how much it does. But when it comes to these village like missions, guys, excuse me, each mission in each village is directed towards each village. Like, this flower mission is made for the Mist Village. The escort or the VIP mission is kind of for everybody. The cactus mission is definitely for the Sand Village. Then there's also, like, I think every village has to clean up the trash bags in cat mission, but there's also the a mission for Cloud where you have to go to like the hot spring / bath towel place and protect it or something like that. And that's really a good mission for like Cloud Village because the waterfall with the spa or whatever, the hot springs is right next to the village. So this game has a lot of features that are built for each village, but it becomes increasingly more difficult as each village builds up tension, because right now the leaf and the leaf and the Cloud are having a little bit of beef, and each village is basically making it so, hey, you can kill this dude, you can execute and take his money and stuff like that. And it's kind of scary for us low ranks like myself, because we don't know what the heck we're gonna do against these high ranks. But hopefully we can rank up fast and get to their levels as soon as possible. That way we don't die too fast, because at the moment, I only have one jutsu. I need to get more. That way I can actually hold myself up in a battle and not have to rely on people like Hanger, because Hanger doesn't want to waste his time on everybody. Although he did waste some time on me, I don't think he wants to waste every single hour of his day helping people level up. I think he wants to get into fights and stuff like that too, because apparently him and some other jinchurikis were getting hunted for one day, and they wanted to fight the Akatsuki and beat them to the punch, because apparently if you execute an Akatsuki, they're done for. Now on to the next clip with the 9-tailed and 8-tailed fight. Just to preface this battle, guys, this battle actually took place over a span of like, I think 10 or so minutes, so I sped up this beginning part because they were just talking trash to each other. They're like, oh, let's fight him, teleport us. As you can see right here, I believe this is the 9-tailed right there trying to get to us, fighting us a little bit. I'm just going in there trying to fight a little bit, get some footage, and apparently the 8-tailed beast, which is Hanger with the pink, the light pink, the pastel pink mark above his head, that's like the arrow thing. He's fighting the 9-tails right there. And you can see Tanzane, the Hokage, right next to the tree. He's watching it too, but Tanzane's actually getting involved too. The two of them are actually fighting, all three of them actually are fighting a little bit, but for the most part, it is the 9-tailed and 8-tailed fighting. But you can see Tanzane teleporting a lot, getting into the fight. I don't understand why he did. He shouldn't have gotten into the fight. It was the fight between the tailed beasts, but he got into the fight anyways. So basically, it was the 8-tailed beast versus the Hokage versus the 9-tailed fox. So it was kind of unfair in the beginning, but the 8-tailed beast actually did pretty good. I don't think he actually died. Maybe I think he might have died towards the end, like knocked out or something like that, but I don't think he actually did. But we'll see, guys. Now, as you can tell, I might be speeding it up a little bit of the footage from right now because, as you can tell, it gets a little bit slow. I'm just climbing around and everything like that, so it's a little bit boring. As I start not teleporting, but like running through trees, I'm really tired. Sorry, guys. As I start running through trees, I see that Hanger also just stops at one point. He stops moving. I'm like, wait, what's going on? And apparently, he's actually 1v1 in combat with the 9-tailed fox. Now, 9-tailed fox, he has a lot of chakra reserves. I think he has a little bit more than Hanger. So what he would do is he'd always spam the water jutsu and just keep spamming that one move. And it got really annoying. Now, if you look to my left a little bit, I don't know if I showed it in this clip, but the Hokage is to the left of me. He's watching too. There's some leaf villagers watching, I guess, too. But like, the 8-tailed beast is holding pretty well. I think Hanger was actually doing better than the 9-tailed fox was because, in my opinion, he was just holding better. He was doing a lot more hits, and he was taking hits too. He was dishing out what he could handle, but he was also doing a lot of hits too. Now, towards the end of the fight, I believe they just called it. Like right there, you see the water thing? He's just spamming water. And in my opinion, he's spamming water because he's probably taking some good damage. But keep in mind, the jinchurikis, they both heal up pretty freaking fast. They heal up a lot faster than you think, guys. So as a jinchuriki, you do heal up pretty fast. Now, if you look to my left, there's the Tanzan, the second Hokage. There was the first Hokage, who was the Senju clown or whatever like that, or yeah. But he ended up, I think, getting X'd. But if you look to my left, it was Tanzan. He is the second Hokage. He has the ability to teleport and stuff like that. Now, the two of them are still fighting, doing some stuff right there. And as you can tell, Hanger's getting some good hits in. And the 9-tail starts running away because he's taking some hits. And in my opinion, Hanger's a better fighter because Hanger, I've seen him fight. The 9-tails, I've seen him fight before too, before this fight. And as you can tell, Hanger just starts hitting the... Dude, he just started hitting the Hokage too. Look at this dude. He doesn't care who he's fighting. He's going to fight both of them. That's how powerful he is. He's going to fight two people at once, the Hokage and the 9-tails, because he does not care who he's fighting. As long as he can get in the fight and wreck some people, he's going to do it. Now, some of our villagers were kind of getting in the fight too. I think they backed off towards the end. But as you can tell, Topinama, I think that's his name, Topinama Senju, he's pretty good. Tanzane's pretty good at this game. But he's not really an offensive fighter in my opinion. He's good at tagging people, hitting people, teleporting, tagging people, hitting people, teleporting. That's what he usually does. And then 9-tail's just chilling there. Oh, Panda got knocked down, so I think I picked him up or something like that. But like, basically with this fight, there's a lot of people getting into the fight, and a lot of people are getting down and stuff like that. So this fight was really, really cool. It's just that it really depended on who would win. And in my opinion, Hanger won. Hanger did a lot more damage that he could dish out. And towards here, I started getting myself killed, so I'm going to speed this part up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really nothing else to show. After this point, I was dead, so I couldn't really do much, and then they revived me over here. So we kind of lost the tailed beast and everything like that. I think they left over time. But overall, this fight was pretty decent. If you did enjoy the video, guys, leave a like and subscribe. Join the Road Bros today. I'll be posting another video on this game tomorrow. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Leave a like and subscribe. Peace, everybody.